Welcome back to ShiftRiftCore for another survival series, and next creature we're going to see if anyone can survive against is Mr. X from the video game Resident Evil 2. As for warnings, as this will have spoilers in the game, you have been warned. Mr. X isn't any kind of monster you probably would find, as he is nothing like the zombies. He was created by the company known as Umbrella. Umbrella is a company that creates BOWs, also known as bioorganic weapons, and they usually give them to the global military and others. To make these types of weapons, they created a special virus known as the T-virus that can mutate their body to be more inhuman, like withstanding shots and deadly powers. To create them, they did human experiments on people like soldiers and prisoners in order to successfully make them. Unfortunately, most people who take it, the T-virus start to rot, mutate, and make them less intelligent, turn them into zombies or an advanced and rare mutant known as the Lickers. For Mr. X, he was completely different and wasn't technically fully human before he became this. He was actually a clone from Sergei Valdemir, a high-ranked Umbrella executive and a former Soviet military colonel. Because Sergio didn't want to get injected with the T-virus, Umbrella extracted his DNA to make clones of him. Mr. X was actually named as T-103 and was actually a tyrant, which is known as a towering bioengineered super soldier, which makes them more intelligent than the zombies and lower creatures. He wasn't applied to anything until the disaster of Raccoon City in the police station. As for what happened with Sergei, he disappeared after Umbrella fell, but his goal was to have the total resurrection and global domination of the Umbrella Corporation. Eventually, he died from Albert Wesker in Russia, and you can find that in Resident Evil, the Umbrella Chronicles. Now, back with Mr. X. When everything went into disaster in Raccoon City, Mr. X was deployed in order to recover the virus known as the G virus, which is a special virus that can not only regenerate dead cells, but can mutate them into something more powerful, along with extra orders to kill any witnesses so no one can expose Umbrella. Not only that, there are actually more than one Mr. X, as there are units of them. You can even find a few in Umbrella's lab and tanks in Resident Evil 3. There were some who were sent in the Raccoon City with different orders, but they died due to military and the nuclear bomb in Raccoon City. Mr. X is 7 feet tall, weighing over 500 pounds, along wearing a trench coat, fedora hat, gloves, and boots to cover his mutated body. Behind the trench coat shows him having an extremely muscular body, showing that he can overpower a wrestler without trying. But if you look at his face more, you'll see his pale gray skin along with his emotionless facial expression. Now, the clothes look so much like a fashion choice, but it is not. The reason he wears like that is so he can blend in with humans, especially with crowds of people. Even though he's already terrifying at this usual look, he becomes even more dangerous when he mutates, making him a super tyrant, causing him to lose his trench coat and hat, revealing his exposed heart outside of his skin, along with his right arm mutated much larger and exposed bone-like claws. When he is in this form, he's much bigger than he used to and caused to make him less human-like. Just from looking at him already shows how strong he is, especially his strength. Just from seeing in the game, he is also able to break through concrete walls like it's not even there, even throwing cars and missiles. He can even pick people up with just one hand and can even crush a human skull. His skin is tough, not even guns can do any harm to him. He is able to defy explosions and stuff that would crush him. Even if you put too much damage on him, he will just keep on coming. One of the scary parts about him is that he never gives up hunting you. Even when you lose him, he keeps on searching and doesn't get tired doing it. He also listens around like footsteps and gunshots, meaning if you make those noises, he will know where you are. Even though he's a big brute, he's actually more intelligent as he is able to open doors instead of pounding like the zombies, and tracks where his target is no matter where they are. In his Super Tyrant form, he gains greater strength along with the claws to cut through thick steel and large obstacles. Even reinforced doors wouldn't do anything. If those can't stop his claws, means that one slash can cut you in half. Because his arm isn't only bigger, it's longer, meaning it will reach farther attacks. Not only is he stronger, he's much faster, causing him to charge at you at an incredible speed, also making him able to leap long distances, meaning escaping him is much harder to do. In his normal form, he's more calm and stalks to kill his enemy, but in his Super Tyrant, he becomes even more aggressive, meaning he won't stop until you are dead. Now that we have all his strengths, it is time to show his weaknesses. In his usual form, he is pretty much slow. Because of how big he is, he can't run normally, meaning you can outrun him. Even when he finds you, doesn't mean he always knows where you are, because once he loses track of you, he doesn't know where you are. Even though I said guns don't harm him, it doesn't mean it's pointless, because if you shoot him in the head with enough damage, will stun him for 30 seconds. Even though he can withstand powerful hits like explosions, doesn't mean he's invincible. In the game, when powerful explosions hit him, causing his body to change to his Super Tyrant form. Now, in his Tyrant form, because his heart is exposed from his skin, you should aim at shooting and hitting it. Even though his heart has tough tissues, and it'll take a lot of hits to destroy it. Now this is the part where we can get a bit confusing, because explosions like grenades can't even kill him, and all of it does is stun him. I believe the reason is so the game can take place where you will fight him as a boss, because when you fight him in his Tyrant form, you can finish him off with a rocket launcher. So despite that the game won't allow you to do that, I believe if you shot him with the rocket launcher, it would just put him in his Super Tyrant form, but because his heart is exposed in his Super Tyrant form, you can kill him with a few rocket launchers in any form. After going through the evidence on Mr. X, we are going to give him 2 levels due to him having a difference when he is in his standard and Super Tyrant form. For Mr. X in standard form is going to be level 8. The reason behind that is because he can withstand almost every attack, good at finding where you are, and he doesn't stop until he kills you. But because he's too slow to catch you and needing to find you, meaning it'll take him a while where you are depending on how far you are. In his Super Tyrant form, I would have to put him at a 9.5 level. Now, the reason I put him in this level is because he goes much faster and more aggressive when he fights, especially when he has his long, powerful claw arm. Even with normal weapons, it's not going to be enough to kill him. Even though you can kill him with a rocket launcher, it's extremely rare for anyone getting a rocket launcher, unless you are a military soldier or have the license to have one. Because if you don't have one, it's going to be over for you. Now, the best chance against Mr. is his standard form, and the best way is to stay as far away from him. Make sure you know where you are so you don't accidentally go in a corner. If you do manage to go to a room where it doesn't go anywhere, you must stay calm and dodge his attack, as it all takes time for him to recover to follow you again. If you have a weapon like a gun, don't bother shooting, as it will do nothing on him, and only use it if you get in tight spots to stun him to make an escape. Also, use obstacles to block or slow him down. Until you get away, he'll just lose where you went. If he keeps on following you, make sure to find a military base, as they have the weapons powerful enough to kill him. Even though you have the military weapons, it is smarter to make sure he doesn't go to his super tyrant form. If you do somehow get into that situation, you should make sure you are in an open area, because if you're in a room, he'll hit you easier with his long arm. As for weapons, aim it all at his heart, as it will soon die if you give it enough damage. And most importantly, keep moving no matter what. If you stand still too long while he comes after you, he will soon come and end you when he gets close enough. But it'll be harder for him to hit you if you keep moving before he does his attack. And that is all I can give you on Mr. X. Comment down below if you think you can survive Mr. X, and who else I should do next for the next survival series. And please subscribe to the video. Have a good one.